Warning, the following video contains the overuse of the word countdown to an alarming degree. Viewer discretion is advised. Anybody that knows me know that I am a big fan of video game countdown artists. And people who are big fans of video game countdown artists make countdowns about countdowns made by... well, you get the idea. Anyway, I've seen a lot of countdowns about CJ, Josh Scorcher, the Autark of Flame, and Fawful's Minion. Surprisingly, I have found none about RabbidLuigi, who not only uploads high-quality work, but has been getting subscribers at a phenomenal rate in the last few months, even surpassing the Autark of Flame. So in tribute of his success, and hopefully as a 60k subscriber tribute if I get it out by then, I present my top 10 favorite RabbidLuigi countdowns. Before we get into this list, I need to get a couple of things out of the way. First, this is a video about his countdowns, so none of his matchups, video game music, and Let's Plays will be on this list. Also, this is purely my opinion, so if I left out your favorite, just leave it in the comments. Let's not make a big deal out of it, and that good stuff. Alright, so let's jump into it. RabbidLuigi dedicated the entirety of April 2012 to The Legend of Zelda. The first countdown from Zelda Month on this list is Top 10 Legend of Zelda Villains. He goes into a brief but informative analysis of these villains' impact on the plot, their personality, their backstory, and boss battles. Well, at least for some of them. Yeah, if I had one complaint about this list, is that Rabbid doesn't talk about the boss battles of some of the villains, but overall a well-made and enjoyable countdown. But hey, let the countdown speak for itself.
A dark plot usually means two things: a mysterious and also insane to the point of being disturbing villain. And Zant delivers in spades. The self-proclaimed King of the Twilight, Zant hates how the Twilight are left in the Twilight Realm and looks for a possible solution to this problem. In meeting the banished Ganon, he is given great power, which he then uses to overthrow Midna, invade Hyrule Castle, and engulf most of Hyrule in Twilight. In an attempt to stop him, the few shadows are gathered by Link and Midna. And what does Zant do? Steals them, exposes Midna to pure light, and leaves her for dead. That is... awesome! In order to destroy him, Link and Midna gather up the pieces of the Mirror of Twilight that Zant himself destroyed in order to stop people from pursuing him into the Twilight Realm. Here, once in the Twilight Realm, Zant's personality drastically changes, and he goes absolutely insane due to his powerful obsession with power. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone who is so calm and looks like they have the answers to everything lose it because they haven't got the answer to everything? That is Zant. The fight with him is one of the most creative and clever fights in the series and really brings home his insanity. Psychotic and badass. You don't mess with Zant.
Number 9 is Top 10 Video Game Easter Eggs. Now, some of you who watch RabbidLuigi may be wondering why I didn't put this countdown's remake on here instead of this. And I'll elaborate. Sure, Top 10 other video game Easter eggs is of higher quality in terms of editing it as Mike, and is longer, but the original was the first of RabbidLuigi's countdowns I ever saw, so I couldn't leave it off this list. Plus, I also think the Easter eggs in the original list are just more interesting. Like this.
You know what? I like Final Fantasy VII. Yes, it is worshipped like something much better than what it actually is, but I do still like it. However, I still think it is vastly inferior to Final Fantasy VI, for reasons that shouldn't be too hard to work out. Oh! The only problem though, is that I haven't actually played Final Fantasy VI, so I can't put it on the list. However, I can get around this. Upon visiting the Ghost Hotel in Final Fantasy VII, going to the left leads you to a room full of all sorts of crap. But in the corner... it's a random pumpkin in a corner of a room full of junk that has a Kefka laugh. I can't find anything wrong with this.
Number 8 is Top 10 Disturbing Levels in Non-Horror Games. RabbidLuigi's 2011 Halloween Special. He adjusted his intro to match the atmosphere of the holiday, which is pretty cool. Rabbid picks levels from a variety of different franchises and elaborates on why each is disturbing, whether it be music, enemies, level design, bosses, or just a generally disturbing atmosphere. Some of them are even from games often thought of as for kids and certainly stay from disturbing levels like this.
When you put Kirby and disturbing in the same sentence, you probably arrive at this. But 02 isn't the only creepy thing in the Kirby series. Not even close. My god, this place is just so out of character. The music has to be some of the most unusual I've ever heard. It almost sounds like it should have some sort of hidden meaning. Just look at that background and those smiling paintings with horrifically piercing eyes. But hey, this isn't so bad, and look, we've got an awesome boss to fight with epic music. Wait, what's happening? Jesus! What happened to the awesome music? What's up with the strange face? What happened to the background? What happened to this game?
Remember in the beginning of this list when I mentioned RabbidLuigi's Legend of Zelda month? Well, the second and last Zelda month countdown on this list is Top 10 Legend of Zelda bosses. As you might expect, Rabbid talks about the build-up to, atmosphere around, and how to defeat each boss of varying game and design. It's not a very long list, and we'll definitely see better ones as we go on, but I enjoyed it, and it definitely made me want to refight some of the bosses on this list. Here's to RabbidLuigi's next Legend of Zelda month being even better than the first.
You ready for more DS Zelda love? Good, here's Skeldritch. Forget about backstory, personality and all that drivel. Skeldritch is fun. And that's frankly all I asked for a boss to be. Armed with the Sand Wand, Link has to control the boulders that Skeldritch fires, guide them to a catapult and fire them back at Skeldritch. Keep going and eventually it will get some armour, forcing you to be a bit more tactical with where you aim your giant boulders. Take the whole of his body out and he'll be left with just his head. Use the Sand Wand to get up level with him and slash his ruby-like weak point, and he's dead. Now as far as Legend of Zelda goes, that's pretty unique. Ironically, only Ramrock has you using an equally large variety of weapons to take him out. And like I said, he's damn fun to take on. Not too hard, not too easy, not too frustrating. He's just brilliant.
What can be said about top 50 boss themes? Well, it's a top 50 for Arceus' sake. Someone should be commended for having the patience to even make a list this long. This countdown is a collection of great music created to give an epic battle atmosphere and has songs fun to listen to, whatever mood you're in. He also has a video in the countdown for the top 10, which is a nice touch, because it isn't done for a lot of music-based countdowns. But enough of my talk. Let's just end this part with some great music from the Portal series.